Okay, hello everyone, welcome to another legendary tabletop live stream. So today we're playing Wyrmspan. So I bought this a while ago, and I think I played it once. So we're gonna play again here. I'm definitely gonna have to reference the rulebook as I go, but I've got everything set up. So the table kind of looks like this. I don't know why it looks so dark. This looks a lot darker than a lot of my other games, but yeah, so we have the player board here, and these are the 3 starting dragons and 3 starting caves that we drew. And then we have the Dragon's Guild. Get these wires out of the way. Okay, so this Dragon's Guild is the Plains Guild. So it looks like on there, this is the 2 to 3 player side, and we can pay an egg, then draw a. Is that a cave card? Yeah, a cave card from the deck, and play it for free for that first box there. And then we have pay 2 eggs, then play a dragon card from your hand for free, and then gain a silver, lay 2 eggs, and then at the end of the game, gain a point for every 2 eggs you have. Round down. Okay. Yeah, so we always go first against the Automa. We'll look at the 4 round goals right now. So we have the round tracker up here. We're going to start on the first round. And the first round is Shy Dragons. So we can look at the 3 dragons we got. We have a Good Drake, Calmlock Serpent, and a Mosaic Guardian. Now, I don't know what any of these do, but we have the anatomy of the card here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the dragon cards here so we can kind of see. The Good Drake costs 2 gold bars. It's a helpful dragon. So round 1 we have Shy Dragons, and we have 1 Shy Dragon in hand. This one costs 2 gold bars, and then 2 of those, I'm not sure what they are. We're gonna have to, looks like crystals. Yeah. So we have victory points, gold, meat. This one's a silver, meat, gold, and crystals. Okay, that's the Mosaic Guardian. So then the dragons have sizes too. So this is a medium worth 7 points. And then we have the Mosaic, which is a large dragon worth 6 points. And I guess this is how many eggs they hold, just like in Wingspan. So this one can hold 4, this one can hold 1, and Good Drake can hold 1. So we get to keep 4 of these cards. So between the 3 dragon cards and the 3 cave cards, we can keep 4 total. Okay, so the first 3 cave cards we got up to 3 times. Pay a cave card to gain a dragon guild. Each opponent may do this 1 time. Alright, then we have pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a crystal or a cave card from the display, and immediately play it for free. That's pretty good. And then immediately play a dragon card with a discount of 1 egg or 1 resource. Okay, so what's going to happen is, it's coming back to me as we go. This first column here, these caves are already excavated, so we can play dragons right into this spot. But then to play more dragons, you need to excavate the caves. So we'll put the cave cards down like this, and they have to go with the same color. So this is the red, the yellow, and the purple. And it looks like this one can go anywhere, right? Is that right? Okay, so if you already know Wingspan, okay, start the game with your choice of 4 cards, 3 dragons and 3 caves, and your choice of any 3 resources. So for the starting 3 resources, I think we have this 1 shy dragon, so we'll keep the 2 gold bars and a crystal. And it says you must excavate a cave space before enticing or playing a dragon to that space. You begin the game with 3 excavated spaces. So these 3, so I guess the colors don't matter. So what do I want to keep here? Probably start with so I like this one. This is immediately play a dragon card with a discount of 1 egg or 1 resource. We could put this shy dragon down because we only have 2 gold bars and 1 crystal. So maybe we excavate, we keep these 2, and then we get to keep 2 more, right? So let's see, we have Mosaic Guardian. That looks a little expensive for the start here. And then Good Drake. Okay, so to excavate here on the board, it says silver plus printed on column. So I guess when you get out further here, these little spots will say it costs an egg to excavate or 2 eggs to excavate in this final column. Alright, let's keep the Good Drake. And then which one of these cave cards, or we could just keep 2 dragons. Up to 3 times pay crystals, or those are cave cards, right? Yeah, cave cards. To gain Dragon's Guild points. Each opponent may do this once. Pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately play it for free. I think we're gonna keep this one. So then we have 2 cave cards and 2 dragon cards. We'll keep the Good Drake and we'll discard these. Alright, and then in the tray, so there's always going to be these 3 visible dragons. We have a Miserly Amphitheater, Guiding Eye Dragon, and Great Golden Lung Dragon. Okay, so these have abilities where if you explore, you'll take your guy and explore down that cave and activate some of these. So if you have at least as many dragons in your golden grotto as your left neighbor, gain gold bars. Okay. And then this one is tuck dragon cards from your hand here. Anytime you tuck a dragon card here, gain a crystal. And then when the 3rd dragon card is tucked here, also gain 2 cave cards. That could be really good. Costs an egg and 2 milk to play. And then the Great Golden Lung Dragon, 2 gold bars and a crystal. Holds 3 eggs. And I think that's an endgame ability. Yep, so it has an endgame ability to gain 3 points for each other dragon in this cave. Okay, now they said Golden Grotto, so that's going to be this middle cave here on the board. This is your Golden Grotto. And I guess this one's called the Crimson Cavern. And this one, the Amethyst Abyss. All right, so how do we start? Maybe we excavate first. How do we take the first turn of the game? So I think I want to excavate a cave, and that way we can also play a dragon, because we have this cave card that says immediately play a dragon card with a discount of 1 egg or 1 resource. So yeah, where do we want to excavate? We excavate here. We can see what we get on the player board. So if you do a explore action, you'll take the worker like this, and then wherever there's not a dragon, you'll stop. But first you gain any 1 resource for exploring here, and then if we don't have a dragon there, I think we stop. Yeah, so that's why these cave cards are smaller. I kind of like this. This is cool. But we don't need to put in cave card here because we already have this explored or excavated. So is that true? Do we have to play a dragon first? All right, the first space in each cave is already excavated. So over the course of the game, you may excavate the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spaces in each cave. And any cave card can be placed in any cave. So the colors of the cave cards are purely for aesthetics. I'm glad I read this. Pay the cost of 1 coin by placing it on the excavate action on your player mat. Okay, so it does cost a coin to excavate. I see. All right. So then we are going to excavate first. We'll take this first turn here. And we're going to excavate this cave up here. So we're going to put this down. It's going to cost a silver for your first. I mean, is that just for the explore though? Or is it for anything in that row, right? So I have like lots of questions. Pay the base cost of 1 coin, placing it on the excavate action. Oh, I see. So this is for the explorer. So we'll just put a coin here saying that we excavated 1 spot. Okay, and then we'll play that card. And the cave card says, immediately play 1 dragon from your hand. Doesn't say from your hand, but it says immediately play a dragon card with a discount of 1 egg or 1 resource. So we're going to play this Calm Lock Serpent. Whoa. Yeah, right there. Okay, so these are the resources we have. We just have the 2 gold bars and the 1 crystal. So we're using the 1 crystal. Now, where do we want to put this? This has when we explore, we'll be able to lay an egg anywhere in this cave, which is nice. That lock serpent holds 4 eggs, so I think that's a good spot. We'll pay all 3 of these resources. So the 2 gold bars and the 1 crystal, and then we get the 1 crystal discount. Okay, now this is the part that I'm definitely gonna have to look at the rule book for. So how does the automa play here? Okay, so just looking at the card anatomy, it's got a pass icon here. Refresh, dragon tray, I guess, and maybe the cave cards as well. And then adjust objective marker. So they'll put a silver on the round objectives up here. So when we see this symbol, we'll add a silver here, which changes the outcome for the round. And then advance on the Dragon Guild track. So, oh yeah, we have to put our little Dragon Guild markers here on the start spot. And then if you advance, you gain the resource. And then we have the brown space section. What does that mean? They just get 2 dragon cards? Is that what that means? Okay, how Automa scores victory points. I'll read this real quick. So Automa doesn't bother with excavating caverns or housing the best dragons in the correct caves. As such, her increasing VP count is simulated by her movement on the Dragon Guild track. Okay. You and Automa alternate taking turns. Each Automa turns follow the procedure described in this section. The words highlighted like this refer to the rulebook sections with those titles. If the decision deck is empty, she passes. Skip to the round end upkeep section. Okay. Here's the brown space. Alright, so brown space is on the Dragon Guild track. If Automa's Guild token moves on to either brown space while advancing, do the following once the guild token has finished advancing, based upon the icons in the if brown space section of the decision card. Okay. Wow, lots of symbology here. So we got the dragon card 2, so from left to right in the display, take the dragon card from the position indicated numerically and the place. Okay, so that means we would just take the middle dragon card, and then she would take the middle cave card. Either brown space while advancing. So that just means we only do that if the Automa reaches one of these brown spaces. So there's a brown space here and here. Okay, I think I got it. So let's flip the first card and see. Okay, what does that pass mean? That she just passes? Okay. Okay, only if the decision deck is empty. Alright, but what does that symbol mean? We'll have to look up that too. Advance on the Dragon Guild track. So she's gonna advance one space because it is round 1. So we'll move the yellow one. We're gonna be red. over here, and she advances 1 space. Okay, but does she gain an egg? I don't think so. I think she just scores victory points based on where she is on that Dragon Guild's track. Okay, so we moved, and then if she was on a brown space, she would take a dragon card. And then again, I'm not sure what that means, but we can look real quick before we get too into it. If the automaton has an available player marker beside the Dragon Guild, she will place one on the Dragon Guild tile. Okay, so that's how she's going to take some of these locations here on the guild tile. And it would be the second one down, so she would block that essentially from us. Okay, we have 5 coins left. We have no resources. What can we really do right now? Doesn't seem like we have the best turn. We have a dragon there. That'll allow us to lay an egg, which is good. And we can get 1 resource. We're still a couple resources shy of playing the good Drake. It costs 2 gold bars and a crystal. I like the miserly amphitheater. That costs 1 gold bar to play, so we could put that down here, and then do an explore action. Would look good. It's not a shy dragon; it's an aggressive dragon. So maybe we do. Okay, return your adventure here at the end of your turn. Okay, so we can explore multiple caves. So first we'll start here. We'll gain a gold bar. The cost is printed on the cave entrance. Okay, so we're going to pay our silver here to do an explore action. And then we gain a resource. We gain that gold bar. And then we'll activate our Comlock Serpent to lay an egg anywhere in this cave. And then we'll gain 1 guild track, so we'll gain an egg there as well. And then we have a stop token, so that's it. We'll return to base camp. And then we flip again for the automa. So this is going a little smoother now. So we reset the dragon card tray here. And that's a shame because I wanted that miserly amphitheater. So they're going to discard those. They will gain a silver towards the shy dragons, putting them at 1 because it's round 1. And it looks like they'll advance 1 space on the guild track, right? And then they have no brown space. They're not at the brown space yet, so I think that's it. Cool. We have to refill this dragon tray, if you will. Alright, we got Puck's Horned Drake. We have Shrieking Amphitheater. And a Descending Fire Vern. Okay. So 3 crystal for this one. 2 meat and 2 meat for both of those. Yes, we really need to get some more resources. I kind of like this cave card we have. We could play, we'll do an explore action down here. We'll pay the silver for our first explore action down here. Or, sorry, here. In the Golden Grotto. So we're going to gain just 1 dragon card. We'll take 1 off the top of the deck. Okay, and we have the Cheshire Dragon. So this is a hatchling. Playful. And costs 1 egg and 2 milk. Alright, now the reason I did that, we only gained 1 dragon card there, so not the best action, but the reason we do that is because we have this little dragon, or this little cave card. So this is pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a cave card from the display, and immediately play it for free. So we'll be able to excavate on our next turn for free. So we're going to flip another Automa card. They'll gain another silver towards that playful dragon, so they have 2 dragons. And then, yeah, they're going to move 1 space on the guild track. And, yeah, so no brown space yet. Okay, so now I'm going to do a excavate. Now, where do we want to excavate? Probably down here at the bottom, right? So we'll pay a silver. And we're going to put that right here. Is that where I want to go? Yeah. Actually, that's already there, right? So we can go here. And the cost of this card is pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately play it for free. So we're going to ditch both the Cheshire Dragon and Good Drake. So these are really hard to pronounce. So we'll pay those 2. And we get 1 of these cave cards for free. Can look here. So which one do we want to play for free? Probably one that's going to give us something back. This one will give us a silver, which might give us another action this round, so that could be good. This one will give us a guild track, so we'll move 1 more on the guild track and gain a meat there. And we'll also get a dragon card for that. And this says pay 2 cave cards, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately pay it for free. So we don't have 2 cave cards. We're playing 1 right now, so it's going to be one of these 2. I kind of like the idea of the silver. Because we have eggs, we could do another explore action with the extra silver. This one gives us a meat. We advance on the guild track. And a cave card. Now, I sort of like the idea of taking one of those playful dragons, because the round 4 goal is playful dragons. So we're doing this excavate action right now. So we paid the 2 dragon cards, then we gain a cave card from the display, immediately play it for free. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. This is tough. Do we take the silver? I wonder if you gain the silver, is that an extra action for the rest of the game? Let's do this one. So we're gonna take this one, and we play this immediately for free on the board. So we'll put it here so that we can excavate out a little more. Now this says gain a dragon card and a guild track. So we're gonna do both. We'll take a dragon card from here. Now, which one of these are better? So this is at the end of the round. If you have at least 3 dragons in this cave, lay an egg on each dragon in this cave. Tuck a card from your hand here to gain a resource. To gain resource of the cost printed on the tucked card. That's really good. So we'll gain this dragon card, and then we'll advance 1 more space on the guild track, and we gain a meat. So now we have 1 gold bar, 1 meat. And that's the end of our turn. So we'll refill. We got Nimble Trilling Amphitheater. We have Common Blue Griff Dragon. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to flip that yet. Discard it. And we have to put a cave card out. Alright, this cave card up to 3 times. Pay a dragon card to gain a guild. Each opponent may do this 1 time. Okay, so we've seen that ability already. So there's obviously some repeatable or double stuff. We have that here, I think. Oh no. Pay 2 dragon cards, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately pay for free. Yeah. Alright. It's a little different. Alright, so we excavated there, right? We put the silver down, and then we got to play a second one for free. So we'll flip 1 for the Automa. They're going to lose a silver towards the end of round goal. They're going to advance 2 spaces here on the guild track. That hurts. And they're not at a brown space yet. Okay, we need a 1 more meat to play this other dragon. We'll do an explore. Now, our second exploration in this cave will cost us a silver, and we'll take the egg from our stored egg here that we started with, and we'll do an explore action here. Now we're going to gain 1 resource. We need that meat. Take the meat, and then we'll lay an egg anywhere in this cave. It's got to go on that dragon. And then we'll gain 1 on the guild track, which is going to give us another card. So looking at some of these cards, we have Puck's Horned Drake, Nimble Trilling Amphitheater. These are the strangest names I've ever read on birds or dragons and Finspan and all that. The hardest to pronounce. Puck's Horned Drake. 2 meat. If you have at least 3 dragons in this cave, lay an egg on each dragon in this cave. I sort of like the Nimble Trilling Amphitheater, but Puck's Horned Drake is cheaper. It's got that playful symbol, so we're going to take that for the round 4 goal. Okay, and then we reach this stop sign, so we're done. And then we have 1 coin left, so we can do probably 1 more action, then we have to pass. Flip for the Automa here. Okay, they're going to move 1 space. Okay, now they've reached that brown space, so I believe this is where it comes in. Oh yeah, so I wanted to say shout out to Smelly Balls for the follow, and Daddy Macdown. So they advance 1 space on that track there, and then they're going to take the slot 3 dragon card. So where do we put the Automa's dragon cards? I guess we'll just put them here like this for now. And then they're going to take this cave card as well. Did I already discard that or something? I think we're just going to save them just in case. I don't know how it works. How do you do this stuff like this? Oh, I want to look that up real quick in this rule book here. So on the guild, the Plains Guild is the guild we're playing with. Right, so the Dragon Guild. Throughout the game, players earn Dragon Guild achievements by walking their adventures through their caves or playing certain dragon or cave cards. Every time a player takes a Dragon Guild achievement, they move their guild token 1 space clockwise around the guild track, then immediately gain the benefit printed on the space their token lands on. Each space may hold any number of guild tokens. If a player activates more than one achievement in a turn, they receive all benefits that they pass, in addition to those printed on the space that they land on. Okay. Every time a player reaches one of the 2 brown spaces on the guild track, the bottom space or the top space, they must immediately place an unused marker onto a square on the Dragon Guild tile and collect the corresponding benefits. Okay. Now, how does the Automa take those places again? I know I saw it in here. Oh, so for this symbol, if Automa has an available player marker beside the Dragon Guild, she will place one on the Dragon Guild tile. She places the tile marker using the numbers shown inside the oval as follows. Beginning with the top row of benefits, count any row that has at least 1 space available. Okay. When reaching the count that matches the number shown, oh, so you count rows that have a space available. So if it said 2, we would just go 1, 2 and put the cube there. Okay, I get it. All right, we'll refill the tray. We've got a aloof griffin dragon. I can read that one. Wealthy koi worm. And then another cave card, where if we play this cave card, we gain 2 gold. So that could be good. I like that. So we have the 2 meat now. We've got 1 action left. We can play a dragon here. It's going to be one of these 2. If you have 3 dragons in this cave, at the end of the round, you do this. Lay an egg on each dragon in this cave. We're not doing that. This one is tuck a card from your hand here to gain a resource of the cost printed on the tucked dragon. That seems so good. Yeah, we're going to play this Shrieking Amphitheater. Do we not have a silver left? Did we not put this here on Entice? No, we did not Entice. We immediately play a dragon with discount of 1 egg. That's how we played that. Okay, fair enough. So we can Entice this dragon. So we're going to play this dragon here. Okay, now there's no cost to play the dragon. This is only to excavate, I believe, this egg up here. So we just pay the cost of the 2 meat. And that'll be our turn. So we're all out of coins. And we'll flip for the Automa. Okay, and then they will gain a silver towards the round 1 goal. And then advance 2 spaces. Geez, they're really flying around the skill track. And if on a brown space, they take that first dragon. Okay, let's flip again for them. Okay, they'll lose that. Move another space. And now the deck is finally empty. They're going to move another space. And they're not on a brown space. Okay. Now, do we remove these? Like at the end of a round in Wingspan, usually there's like one card that gets removed or something. I will check the rulebook and we'll see. Again, like, I bought this game so long ago. It's nice to get it back to the table. Just need a quick refresher on these rules. Okay, round end upkeep. Once both you and Automa have passed, score the objectives as described in scoring objectives. Okay, so we would activate any of our round end abilities. So we don't have any round end abilities. But it looks like we were doing Shy Dragons. So we have 1 and they have 1, so ties are friendly here. Now what do we put there? I guess one of these. So we both get the 4 points for that, which is basically nothing. Put the silver back. And then it looks like this is some upkeep. So we get 6 coins and an egg. Now we can store up to 2 eggs here. So we'll try to store as many as we can there. Simply because I think this activated ability to lay an egg anywhere in this cave, I don't want to fill up those dragons pretty much. Maybe we just keep running this out. I really have no clue how what the strategy is for this. This is my second time playing this game ever, so. Alright, next thing we do is reset the dragon cards. Those will be discarded. Also the cave cards, so those are gone. I really like that one, gain 2 gold. We need some more resources here, so we'll flip out 3 new ones, see what we have. Alright, Caustic Worm. Swift Lung Dragon. And a Yellow-Bellied Lung Dragon. Okay, 3 caves. Pay 2 eggs, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately pay it for free. Those are so good. Gain a meat and lay an egg. Swap the location of any 2 dragons on your player mat. Ignore normal cave preferences. Alright. Okay, I think that's it. We'll move this round tracker over to round 2. So for this round, we're looking for large dragons. And right now we're doing pretty good. We got 2 large dragons, so I'll take it. Puck's Horned Drake, which is in my hand, is a small dragon. I guess we shuffle the Automa deck. I might have done it already, but force of habit here. We'll just shuffle this again. And see what we got going on. Where's all the Wyrmspan fans at? Does anyone like Wyrmspan? Been playing a lot of the Stonemaier games recently. So Wingspan, Finspan. Finspan's growing on me. The fish game. I was actually talking to Daddy Macdown earlier. He didn't know that there was a fish version of the Wingspan. Okay, so we ended up tying that round goal, so we have large dragons. Now, there is a little indicator here for these round tiles of what the automa will start with. So for round 1, they have 0. For round 2, they'll start with 1. Round 3, 2. And round 4, 3. So they have 1 large dragon and we have 2. Now we get our 6 coins back. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything with the upkeep. Like, do we gain a resource or something? That would be nice, right? We need some resources. Okay, in Rabble mode, you may not store more than 2 coins. We're not playing Rabble mode. Between rounds. Okay, you may not store more than 2 coins between rounds. You must discard down to 2 coins when you pass. So you can actually store turns for later, which seems strong. Alright, what are we doing? Oh. I also just noticed this on the player board. There's a little thing here that says, at the end of your turn, discard down to 9 total cards between dragon cards and cave cards, 9 coins, and 9 resources. So I guess the coins are separate from the resources, which is good. Alright, what are we going to do? We don't have the resources to get the Puck's Horn Drake out. Maybe we tuck the Puck's Horn Drake to gain those 2 resources from our first Explore action here. We'll do an Explore action since we have 2 dragons in this cave. The Crimson Cave. So we'll take our little Explorer here. We're going to gain 1 resource. Now, what do we want to gain? Something that we don't have. We have a gold bar. Let's get a crystal. Okay. And then we'll activate our log. Calm Lock? Serpent? These dragons. I don't know what they're called. Anywhere in this cave. So let's put it on the Shrieking Amphitheater. Then we'll gain 1 guild marker. So that's going to give us a cave card. And we can look at some of these cave cards, see what we might like. Pay 2 eggs, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately pay it for free. That is going to be huge for us, I think. We also have gain a meat and lay an egg. Swap the location of any 2 dragons on your player mat. Ignore normal cave preferences. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. We're taking this one to pay 2 eggs because we have eggs here, and eggs here. So we moved on the guild track. We'll go here. This says Shrieking Amphitheater. Tuck a dragon card from your hand here to gain resources of the cost printed on the tucked dragon. So 2 meat. We're going to tuck this dragon to get 2 meat. Now the tucked dragon will end up being like 1 point, I believe. Okay, we need to go. Wow, tucking cards in this is crazy because there's a cave under there. Okay, and then we go here and we gain 1 more resource before we reach the stop token. So what is another resource that we don't have? Maybe a milk. Start playing some hatchlings because that is for round 3. So let's take a... Or do we want to just take something where we can immediately play a dragon? We need to get our 2 meat because we tucked that 1. So we get 2 meat and then 1 more resource. Yeah, let's take a milk since we don't have milk. All right, so now we've just upped the resources. Oh, we have to pay a silver, so that was our first explore action there. Go, it's the dragons. Hopeless Diplodocus. How are we today? Yeah, we got the Wyrmspan out. I got this game so long ago, and I've played it 1 time, so figured it was time to get it back to the table. So we're in the 2nd round right now. Maybe you can help me with some of the rules as I go, because I am struggling here. But I've had to reference the rule book a couple times. I'm so used to Wingspan. But yeah, it's good to see you back in the stream. We got that one resource, so that's the end of our first action. So we just did a explore action in the Crimson Cave. We have 2 dragons here. We're gonna return to base camp, and then we'll flip this Automa's first card. Yeah, this one takes some getting used to. Yeah, between the 3, I would say Finspan's probably the easiest Automa to learn. All you're doing is turning eggs into young into schools, and that's about it. But for this one, for example, right now we're looking at this Automa card over here, so I do have a little zoom in here. So what this means is that if there's no cards left in the Automa deck, they will pass. And then what this means, I think, is that they will move 1 space on the guild track because we're in round 2. And then if they're on a brown space, they will take the first dragon card and the 3rd spot down on the guild. So hopefully that's right. They're going to move 1 space over here. Now they're not on a brown space, and they don't gain any of these resources, right? Those would be like, hopefully I'm not just like rapid firing questions, but yeah, hopefully that's all right. So they advance 1 on the guild track. They're not on a brown space, so they don't take that dragon card, and they don't place a cube yet, which is pretty good. All right, we've got 5 coins left. We have no dragons. And I sort of think excavating in this game is overpowered. We're going to play this card to excavate, so it costs 1 silver, so we'll put a silver on excavate. And this card says pay 2 eggs, then gain a cave card from the display and play it immediately for free. So we do need to refresh this here. So hopefully I'm doing this right, but we are going to excavate. Do we excavate here just to go further? So it costs 2 eggs plus 1, so 3 eggs. We'll take an egg from here. And then it says, then gain a cave card from the display and immediately play it for free. Now, looking at the display, we have 3 cave cards in there we can take. This one will give us 1 silver, which I'm assuming the silver is pretty much how you take your actions. So that could be really good. We have gain the meat and lay an egg here in the middle. And then this one I don't understand too well, but I guess I could see how it could be helpful. Swap the location of any 2 dragons on your player mat. Ignore normal cave preferences. Oh, they have cave preferences? Hopeless Diplodocus. What does cave preferences mean? Do dragons have to be played in certain caves? Am I doing this like 100% wrong here? Oh, I see. I see where I messed up here. Okay. Okay, so there is cave. The colors on the dragons. Oh, so like this. So this has to be here. Red, yellow, and purple, I see. So basically what this means is this dragon can only go in these 2 caves, right? Okay. So yeah, we've been playing wrong. We're going to have to restart. So I'm glad I just figured that out. We get 3 resources, right? We'll take milk, gold, and a crystal. And then we're just going to discard all the cards. We'll keep the round goals the same. Get rid of these cave cards. Okay, so we're starting fresh here. Brand new game. We're gonna keep the same Plains Guild. So what? We have 6 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuffle the Automa deck real quick. And then we get 3 cave cards, 3 dragon cards. Alright, so the first dragon card, should I put these out first? I think. So these are the cave cards. We have gain a dragon and lay an egg, and then we have gain a cave card and a guild track, and then gain 2 crystals. Alright, we'll put the dragons out. We have ancient one. Okay, that costs 1 silver, 1 meat, and 1 gold bar. It's a medium dragon, holds 2 eggs, and can go in the golden grotto. Wow. We figured it out. Thank you, Hopeless Diplodocus. Okay, Northern Cavalier Wyvern. So that one also can only go in yellow. And then the Pacifist Web-Toed Serpent. I'm telling you, reading some of these names is wild. I've been struggling with that. Trying to read some fictitious dragon names on these cards. Alright, we're looking for shy dragons. There are 2 out. Let's get our starting hand. So we get 3 dragon cards to start. We've got a white-bellied grazer. Okay, this is a shy dragon. We have variegated amphitheater. Contrary lung dragon. Okay, that's an aggressive dragon. We have a playful dragon. This one can go in any of the 3 caves. And this one can go in crimson or amethyst. Let's go with white-bellied grazer. Let's look at the cave cards first. So we've got 3 cave cards to choose from. I'm just gonna lay these out. Oh, we accidentally got 4. So this one is gain a resource and lay an egg, gain 2 meat, and then we have gain or lay 3 eggs. And then these are the 3 dragons. So what would you start with here? If you were playing solo. We could go with the shy dragon. Let me zoom in actually so it's easier to see. So these are the options. This is the opening hand options. I think you can keep 4 cards between cave cards and dragon cards. I was sort of thinking maybe this white-bellied grazer. We did keep a milk, but we do start with an egg too, right? So we'll get the egg, and I'm sort of thinking we keep this, and we get 2 more things. I like the ability to get any resource. And then these have abilities on them too. So this is a round end ability. You may gain a meat, and then you may cash it onto any dragon. So caching is like 1 point, just like in Wingspan, I believe. Then we have the, I'm not even going to read it, this amphitheater. Meat, gold bar, and a crystal for a medium dragon with 2 eggs. Goes in any cave, and then gain 2 points at the end of the game for each dragon in an orthogonally adjacent space. Okay, so if we were to play that here and we had one here, 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 we would get 8 points, which is good. Playful Dragons is also the round 4 goal. So we can look at the goals real quick. We have Shy Dragons for round 1, Large Dragons for round 2. Hatchlings on your player mat, and Playful Dragons on your player mat for round 4. Okay, so maybe we go with this. We'll already have the one hatchling. We just have to choose one more card between these 3. I like the cheaper dragons. 2 points at the end of the game for each dragon in an orthogonally adjacent space. I mean, you'd want to play that here and have dragons all around it. Maybe we go with the large dragon since that's going to be the round 2 goal. It is cheaper. 1 meat and 1 crystal. So we'll discard these. Okay, so we've got the starting cards. And we could take our first turn now. So I think I want to excavate first, right? Or maybe we entice. The white-bellied grazer, that's one thing I did not look at, is when you activate that dragon. It says cash a milk from your supply here. Anytime you cash a milk here, gain a cave card. And when the third milk is cashed, also lay 2 eggs. Ooh, that's going to be tough. We're going to need milk in the supply. So, maybe you would know Hopeless Diplodocus. These cave cards can go anywhere. I think I did see that in the rulebook where the colors don't matter. Here, it's just the dragon cards, right? So we do have an egg and a milk. They can go anywhere. Okay, great. Alright, so maybe we just play this white-bellied grazer first. So we're going to do an entice action. And where do we put this? We put it here so that we can immediately gain the milk to cash it. No, we can't put it there. I'm already playing wrong again. Here we go. Plus, you don't need to play it on the first row because it's free. Oh, the cave card's right in that this first column, so these are already excavated, you're saying. That's good. Okay. It can go in the middle one. Yeah, so we're going to play this here. Now, I was hoping to play it there because then when we explore that cave, we can immediately gain the milk. So we might just have to explore here, then here. So that cost, it's going to be 1 egg and 1 milk. So we're going to pay that. All right, and that was our first turn. Easy enough, right? And we're right back on track. So they don't have a silver to lose yet for the round goal, but they're going to move 1 space on the guild track, and then they're not going to be at a brown space yet, so we'll just move them on the guild track 1 space, and they don't gain any eggs or anything, I don't think. So we get to go again. Now I like this excavate card. Gain a resource, lay an egg, and then if we take a milk, if we take a milk and we do an explore action here, we'll be able to, I am kind of wondering about playing that next dragon. So the next dragon's gonna go in one of these 2 rows. With a round end ability to cache meat. Okay. Let's do excavate action. So we're gonna pay the silver and we'll use this cave card. Okay, so this is gain a resource and lay an egg. Now, we have a crystal. We take a meat or a milk here. I think we take milk. This doesn't look like Wyrmspan. Did it say I was playing Wyrmspan? Oh, whoops. Yeah. So, I must have forgot to change my, stream information. I don't know why it didn't update. I did change it. Something happened earlier. Almost though. I could see the game behind you though. Yeah, Wyrmspan. Black Mahia. Yeah. So yeah, we played Wyrmspan yesterday. Forgot to. Actually, I did change the stream information, but it was all buggy today, and I was having issues with chat where it said too many requests. So I had to stop the stream and start over again. So I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with the whole Twitch thing and OBS. So still working out some kinks here. But yeah, we are playing Wyrmspan. So we just excavated a cave. Now, when we excavate this cave, it says gain a resource and lay an egg. So we can't lay eggs on the hatchling, but we can always store eggs here, right? So let's lay 1 egg here. And then the resource we're going to gain is going to be a milk, because I want to be able to explore this cave where we have the dragon, and we'll be able to cache a milk there. And when we get 3 milk, we get a cave card. And anytime you cache here, gain a cave card. And when the 3rd milk is cached, also lay 2 eggs. So that's pretty big. Sounds big. Okay, second action we did. Did I take the wrong resource? Let's flip for Autumn again. So they're going to move 1 space on the round tracker here, or the guild track. And they're not going to be at a brown space yet, but if they were, they would take the 3rd dragon card and the 3rd cave card. So we'll move them here on the guild track. And what do I do with my next action? Do we do this explore right now? We don't have the resources. I guess you can kind of overpay same way you can in Wyrmspan. It says at any time you may convert 2 resources to 1 resource. I don't know what of the resources is more useful. This is my 2nd time playing Wyrmspan, but yeah. Do we want to get this dragon down first? Or maybe we do an explore action for the first time. So the first time we explore, the golden grotto is going to be 1 silver. So we'll pay the silver, and then we'll take our guy. And we get a dragon card. Now, which one of these dragon cards do we want from the tray? We've got the ancient one, Northern Cavalier Wyvern, and the Pacifist Webtoed Serpent. Okay, so I see Playful. That is the round 4 goal. Shy is the round 1 goal, so maybe we can get another one of these down. What's the cheapest one? This one costs a silver. I don't really like that. Maybe this one. So we'll take this Northern Wyvern. Yep, good enough. Okay, and then refill the tray. No, we don't refill till the end of our turn. Okay, so then we'll cache a milk here from the supply. Anytime we cache a milk here, we gain a cave card. So we're going to take one of the cave cards from the tray. We have gain a dragon card and lay an egg. Gain a dragon or a cave card and a guild. track, and then gain 2 crystals. Ooh. We're really not moving on the dragon track. So maybe we take this and excavate up here with it so that we get some good... Oh, we're about to advance now on the guild track is what I meant. So yeah, I'm still learning all the terminology. It's confusing the hell out of me, but we're getting it. Okay, so still doing the explore action. We'll move on. Gonna get 1 guild, so that's gonna give us an egg. And I think that's the max we can store eggs. So we gotta play some bird or some dragons that can hold actual eggs. And then we hit this stop sign, so we are done, right? Yes. Okay, flipping for the next turn. They're going to lose a silver. Now, they didn't gain any silver yet, right? So they have none to lose. And they're going to move 2 spaces on the guild track this time. And they're not at a brown space, so ignore this part, right? Okay, what do we do next? So we have 1 crystal. Maybe we have to excavate here. Yeah, we're going to excavate up here. Okay, so to excavate, it's going to cost a silver. And that's it. And then we gain 2 meat. All right. Moving on. Flip again. And they're going to gain a silver this time, so that's going to give them 1 shy dragon. And we have 1 as well, so we're tied right now. There's a possibility we could get this wyvern down, which would be 2 shy dragons. And we've got a silent cobra. That says when you explore, cache a meat from your supply here. Anytime you cache a meat, gain another of any resource. And then when the 3rd meat is cached, also gain 2 guild tracks. Alright, what's next? Can we play this contrary lung dragon? So I know it's hard, you can't really see the cards in my hand, but this is what we have. We have 1 cave card. And it's gain a cave card and a guild track. And then we have the Cavalier Wyvern. So I'm thinking actually about playing this contrary lung dragon right now. Costs 1 meat, 1 crystal. And then it says at the end of each round you gain a meat, and then you may cache it onto any dragon. So then that would go really well with the Corbret, I think, because it says anytime you cache meat here, gain any resource. So yeah, we're gonna entice another dragon. So we'll pay this silver. And now this one, you actually missed it. Black Maja. Sorry, Black Maja. I'm just gonna say Black Maja. I actually played like 1 whole round where I was putting dragons in the wrong spots because I missed these colors. But Hopeless Diplodocus helped with that, so got it figured out. This is only my 2nd time playing, so still learning. So yeah, that's gonna cost a meat and a crystal. We'll pay those resources. And then that's got a round end ability, so it says gain a meat, you may cache it onto any dragon. Okay, flipping again. And they're gonna move 1 on the guild track. They're almost at that brown space. So what's next? So we're 1 meat or 1 gold bar short right now. But if we do an explore action here, we could gain the resource, We just don't have enough silver to play. I've never played this, only Wingspan, but been interested on this as it is more complex and advanced, I hear. Yeah, I mean, it has to be more complex, right? There's cave cards. It's not based on like how many rounds. Like you in Wingspan, you have 8 turns, then 7, then 6, then 5. With this, if you gain silver, you could end up taking more turns than someone in a game. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get this one to the table, get it played a little more often. So yeah, we're trying to stream it right now, see how it goes. But this is only my second time playing, so I played like a whole round wrong so far, and then I've had to reference the rule book a couple times. But we'll see how we do. So I've only got 1 silver left. I was thinking about doing an explore here in the Crimson, because we'll gain the resource that we need to then play the Northern Cavalier. If we would have advanced one time on that guild track again, we would have got the meat that we need. It's unfortunate, but this large dragon will count for the next round, so I guess it's all right. We're just going to do an explore action here into this cave, so the Crimson Cavern. So this is our first explore here, and what do we want? Maybe a gold bar, so we can play our Cavalier Wyvern. And then we'll skip this. This is a round end ability. And then we'll gain another meat from advancing on the guild track. And then we hit the stop, and that's the end of our turn. So now we have a couple cards left to flip for Automa here. We'll see what they do. So they're going to advance 1 more space, putting them on that brown space. These are from last game or last round when I messed up. So we're just going to discard those. And then I do have another question here. So when, if brown space, do they take these cards and keep them, right? So this would be their face-up card, the Pacifist Web-Toed Serpent. So that would come from the 3rd spot in the tray. And then they're going to take the 3rd spot down on the guild track, right? So they're going to put one of these cubes right there. Hopefully I'm doing that right. And then we'll flip again. And we have to reset the dragon cards. They'll gain a silver towards the Shy Dragons. And then move 1 more on the guild track. And then they're not at another brown space. Oh boy. So they're really advancing here faster than us. Okay, another silver. So we definitely lost this first round goal. They're going to advance 2 spaces on the guild track. And no brown space. So that's going to be the end of it. The round. Finally. And we got crushed there. Now, we do have 1 round end ability we get to do. So first you activate your round end abilities. Then we will reset the dragon cards and the cave cards. Okay, so gain a meat. You may cash it onto any dragon. We're just going to gain the meat this time until we find somewhere to cache it, I think. We need all the resources we can get to play more dragons, I think. So we got 3 new dragons coming out. We have Friendly Ruffed Red Dragon. We've got Horned Venomous Worm. And the Scavenging Cricket Catcher. Okay, I could say that. All right, cave cards. This one's gain a dragon card and a guild track. This one is gain a gold bar and a crystal. Gain a gold bar and a dragon card. So we only have one dragon card in hand. It is a large dragon. For this next round goal, let's get these 6 back. So they ended up with 3 shy dragons. So they definitely won that end of round. What do you use to keep track of this? These cubes or what? I'm going to use the cubes. All right, we'll move this to round 2. We've reset the tray and everything. Oh, we gain an egg too. So we can put, we only have 1 space for an egg right now. All right, maybe we drop this wyvern, right? Now this can only go in that middle column. This is the Northern Cavalier Wyvern. So it is a large dragon, which would count for round 2. Costs some meat and 2 gold bars, but it can only go in this middle row. Gives us some game end stuff. So pay a card, dragon card to gain a point, or pay 2 to gain 3 points. That could be good. I don't know where we would want to play that. Maybe it's just best right here. We just play it here. I don't know. Maybe we excavate first. We do have 1 cave card left. So by playing this cave card, we're going to get another cave card and a guild track. So that seems good. So I'm going to excavate first. We're going to pay the silver to excavate. Now, where do I want to excavate? We can already play 1 there. Maybe, I don't know. Is it better to just focus on like 2 of the rows or just... spread it out? This one would cost an egg, right? So maybe we excavate here to spend an egg. And then we gain a cave card and a guild track, which is going to give us a dragon card as well. So I really like the combos in this. It seems like more like, if you ever played Ark Nova, how stuff can like kind of just chain reactions and stuff. This seems like way better. So we get a cave card. The 3 cave cards we've got: gain a dragon card, gain a guild track, gain a gold bar, gain a crystal, gain a gold bar, gain a dragon card. I don't think that one's gonna matter too much. We do need some dragon cards though, so we'll take this. And then we advance 1 space on the guild track, so we'll get a dragon card. So we need to look in the tray and see what's available right now and which one might be best. Now I like all 3 of those because they have those explore abilities on them when you're exploring. For example, this friendly ruffed red dragon would allow you to tuck a card from your hand here, and anytime you tuck a card, lay an egg. And then when the 3rd card is tucked, also gain a crystal and a meat. And that one's also a hatchling, but it does cost 3 milk and an egg. I think I'm going to take this scavenging hatchling. Alright, so we've gained our dragon card from advancing there. We'll refill the tray. I keep doing that, I don't know why. Forgetting that there's cave cards, dragon cards. Okay. So that was our first action. We did excavate. We'll flip for Automa. They're going to get a silver towards the large dragons. Now, for round 2, they start with 1. And that silver will put them at 2. We really are only gaining these golden grotto dragons. We need some more amethyst and crimson dragons, right? I do like this cricket catcher though. So it says cash a meat here from your supply. Anytime you cash a meat here, gain a meat. And when the third meat is cashed, also gain a silver. That's huge. That could be good for us. I think I'm going to end up playing this one instead, though, because we have the proper resources for this. So let's do an entice action. So it costs 1 silver. And we're going to play our Northern Wyvern, whatever, Northern Cavalier Wyvern Large Dragon here. 1 meat, 2 gold. And a lot of these dragons only hold 1 egg too. We'll flip for Automa, and then it is round 2, so they're gonna move 2 spaces here on this guild track. Not at a brown space yet. So back to me. What to do? I think doing an explore action in this golden grotto is going to give us the most stuff. We just don't have the milk right now. We could explore here first to gain a milk. I think I'm going to do that. So let's do an explore action. And we'll start here by gaining 1 milk. And then this is a round end ability, so we'll skip that, and then we'll gain 1 guild track. That's going to give us a cave card. Now, oof, the cave cards seem pretty important. Any suggestions here would be huge. We could gain a dragon card. See, we still already have 1 cave card in hand, so we have the gain a gold bar and a dragon card, but we need milk somehow. I think I'm gonna take this one. Okay, and then we'll refill. And then we hit that stop point, so we'll put this guy back to base camp and refill the tray. Okay, gain a gold bar, lay an egg is the new cave card that's out. See what Automa's doing. Gaining another silver. Alright, so they've got 3 large dragons now. We just have 2. And we have none in hand either. Ooh. Looking rough. We also don't have resources to pay for any more dragons. We should excavate down here to maybe get another dragon card that hopefully we can play right away. A meat and a crystal. Nope. Sort of looking for a large dragon so we can compete for this round goal, right? Let's do another excavate. So let's pay a silver to excavate down here. And this says gain a dragon card. So we'll take the Australopithecus Dracus. Whew. And then we gain 1 guild track, so we'll get that crystal. Yeah, now we can play that Australopithecus. I like that. Alright, we'll flip a new dragon. Particularly naughty wyvern. Okay. Says he's playful. Let's flip another automa. 1 space on the guild track. That's going to put them around the board. So I do have a question here. If they pass... No, that doesn't mean anything, right? So they advance 1 space. And then they would take this 3rd cave card. This 3rd dragon card. That would be it, right? Refill. Why do I keep grabbing 2 dragon cards? Okay, what's next? Yeah, we can play this Australopithecus Dracus. So this goes in the bottom. It's an amethyst dragon. Costs 1 crystal. We're going to pay the crystal. And we'll play it here. Now, this is a when played ability, so up to 3 times, pay a cave card from your hand to lay an egg here. So we're going to pay the 1 cave card that we have. Is that smart? Yeah, I think we're going to do that to lay 1 egg. And we can only do it once, but that's okay. And then we'll flip. What did we just do? We enticed. Flip again. How am I out of turns already? We're going to reset this dragon. Tray. Get some new ones out. Okay, these are... Dragons can go anywhere, but look at the cost on that. Wow, they all cost a silver, a meat, a gold bar, and then 2 of them also cost a crystal. Okay, they reset that. They'll get another large dragon. So yeah, we're not going to be able to compete with this. We have 3. They have 4. And they are on a brown space right now, but they do advance 1 space and then they're not on a brown space. Alright, I've only got 1 turn left. I've got 2 meat and a milk. So we need to do an explore action on one of these caves. Let's do we do one where we can spend an egg? Like, maybe let's just go here. Because we have the milk, right? So we'll gain 1 dragon card. I'm going to take one from the deck. Just blind. Sentinel Flyer, I like that. And then, yeah, we'll cash a milk from the supply here and gain another cave card. Okay, gain a guild track, lay an egg. Let's take that one. And then when the 3rd milk is cashed here, we get to lay 2 eggs. We'll move 1 space on the guild track, which is going to allow us to put a marker up here, which is pretty good. I don't think I've done this yet. So we're going to take one of these spots on the guild track. Let's see what it does. For this one, we can pay an egg and then draw a cave card from the deck and play it for free. That's kind of big. I like that. Pay 2 eggs, then play a dragon card from your hand for free. We should not have drawn from the deck. We should have taken one of those really expensive one, right? Ooh, hindsight is 20/20. I did not read this Plains Guild card. Yeah, we can't take this spot. The Automa blocked this, but then there's also at the end of the game, gain a point for every 2 eggs you have. End round down. Wow, do we want to play a cave card for free or one of these? Maybe we play this hatchling for free. I mean, it's an egg and 2 milk. We don't have the milk, so, and we don't want to be using milk. So we're going to do this. We're going to pay 2 eggs. Sorry. We're going to pay an egg from here and here. And then play a dragon card from our hand for free. And we're going to play this hatchling. Now this has to go here. And when we explore there, we'll cache a meat from our supply there. And anytime we cache a meat there, we gain a meat. And then when the third meat is cached, we also gain a silver. So that seems really good. That was a nice little string of actions there. I like it. And I think it's over. So back to Automa's turn. Alright, we've got another cave card there. Tuck 2 cards from the deck behind any dragons. That's cool. Let's see what Automa's doing. They're going to move 1 space on the guild track. And then we skip that. We'll flip again for them. They're going to lose a silver, which is good for us. They're going to advance 1 space. And then we'll flip again. And losing another silver, so that's pretty good for us. Advancing another space. And that's going to be the end of round 2. So, large dragons on your player mat. We came through there. That's the end of round goal. First, we activate our round end abilities. So, we do have 1. We'll cache meat or gain a meat. Then you may cache it onto any dragon. So, we are going to start caching. Or do we want to gain 1 more? No, because we'll gain 1 every time we cache 1 here. So that seems good. So we are going to cache it there for a point. That's our only round end ability right now. And then we'll score this. So this is large dragons on your player mat. That's the second round goal. And you can see here the Automa starts with 1. And then they have 1 silver, so they have 2. And then we'll look at our board. We have 1, 2, 3 large dragons, so we end up winning the round goal. Not sure how. So we get the 5 points there. And then we'll change this over to round 3. We're gonna reset the tray. And we've got 3 new cave cards coming out, 3 new dragon cards. Alright, Fanged Fey Dragon, Steadfast Southern Drake, some kind of basilisk. I can't read that. What's next? Get our 6 tokens back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get an egg, right? Three new cave cards. Okay, and we can start round 3 now. We'll move this off. Did I not finish this explore action? I don't remember. I'm losing it. Alright, let's see. What's next? Hatchlings on your player mat. So we have 2 hatchlings right now. Automa is going to start with 1. And then any silver tokens they have, we'll add to that. So we don't have any hatchlings in our hand, but there is 1 in the tray. I kind of want to gain or use this card to excavate out here, although it costs 2 eggs. Maybe we just do that first, get it over with, right? So we're going to pay a silver here to excavate, and we'll excavate here. Now, it costs 2 eggs this time, so we'll take an egg from here and here. And then we gain 1 space on the guild track, so we'll get an egg back. Where do we put this egg? Put it here. And then we get another egg for the excavate card. We'll put it on Australopithecus. Okay, shuffling up the Automa deck. Now, how does the points work for the end of the game? Does anyone know? Automa difficulty levels. So if we're playing on difficulty... I mean, I would just play on 2. Maybe 2 or 3. Automa level 1, Automa level 2. Okay, so Dragons 7, Automa level 3, or they're 8. How do you read this card here? Okay, we're not playing Ravel mode. Each cave card is 2 points, each dragon card is 7 points, each step beyond the last brown space visited is 1. Victory points from completing the public objective. So, I guess we'll deal with that when we get to it. But we're going to flip the first Automa card here for round 3. I'm going to get through this game, even though we messed up the first round. They're going to move 1 space on the guild track. Not at a brown space yet, so now we can go and take our second turn. We don't have the resources to entice this only dragon card we have, the Sentinel Flyer. This costs 2 gold bars, but we are more or less looking to play some hatchlings here. I think I want to explore here. So we'll go ahead and do a explore action here. Now, the first thing we gain is a dragon card. And we're looking for hatchlings and playful dragons. So this one looks good. Although it does cost 3 milk. Where are we going to get 3 milk from? I guess we could just overpay if we have to. We'll take that 1 Fanged Fey Dragon. Alright, and then we can... Oh no, we don't have milk. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we explore somewhere else first, like up here. So here we can gain a milk. And then we'll skip that and gain 1 on the guild track, which gives us a gold bar. Need to play more dragons up top. And then we hit that stop sign, so we'll go back to base camp. Flip for Automa. Okay, they're going to gain a silver towards hatchlings. And that puts them 2 hatchlings. What do we have? Also 2. So maybe we should pick up the Fanged Fey Dragon. I don't know. Think about it. So they gained a silver. Now they're going to move 2 spaces. So 1, 2. Now, the if brown space thing, is that if they land or if they pass a brown space? Do you know, Hopeless Diplodocus? For these Automa cards, if you've ever played solo, does this mean if they land on a brown space or if they pass a brown space? Or you, Black Major? Because they did not. They passed. Okay. So we're going to play that they have to land on one, I assume. Actually, I could just check right here. Okay, the Automa's Guild tokens moves onto either brown space while advancing. Yes. Okay, so it does count. So since they passed, they'll take that first dragon card and the first cave card. Okay. Now what? Refill. hatchling comes out. A helpful hatchling. Why do I keep drawing 2 dragon cards every time? All right, up to 3 times. Pay a dragon card to lay 2 eggs. Each opponent may do this 1 time. So I would like to do an explore here like I wanted to last time. So first we'll gain this dragon card. This is an egg and a milk. And then we'll cash a milk. Okay. Now anytime you cash a milk here, gain a cave card. So we're gonna take this one. And then it says when the 3rd milk is cashed here, also lay 2 eggs. So we can lay 2 eggs. We'll put 1 there and 1 there. We are already running out of egg space. I think you can always store here 2 eggs though. So all right, let's move 1 on the guild track, giving us another dragon card. No other hatchlings out there, so let's draw off the top of the deck. Although this one is not playful, but costs 1 meat, so that seems good. We'll take that. 4 points. Why not? And then we move again. We get another dragon card. So this one costs a crystal. Let's take off the top of the deck for this one. Oh, not a hatchling, but a small dragon, right? Yes. Okay. And this one's playful for round 4, which seems good. We have no playful dragons right now. All right, then we're going to activate our cricket catcher. So this is cash a meat from your supply here. Anytime you cash meat here, gain meat when the 3rd meat is cashed. Also gain a silver, so we should do that more often. So it says cash a meat from your supply. Anytime you cash a meat, gain a meat. Gotcha. All right, then we can lay another egg. And this is where we're running out of space. Put the egg there. And then we hit that stop sign, so we'll go back. Okay, we've got 3 actions left. Let's flip. All right, they're going to advance 2 spaces on the guild track, catching up to us. They've already lapped us once. No brown space, so I'm going to look at some of these dragons I got. We do have 1 hatchling, but we don't have the milk. We could pay 2 meat. I think I'm going to play this. So we're going to entice a dragon here. 1 silver. And we're going to play Steadfast Southern Drake. Okay, so that costs 1 meat. We'll pay the meat we just got. Flip for the Automa. They'll gain another silver towards that round goal. Oh, we have to refill. Okay, and then they're going to advance, let's see, 1 space on guild track again. No brown space. So we've got 2 actions left here. Oh. We played this Steadfast Southern Drake. Now this has a when played ability to pay an egg to gain a resource, cave card, and dragon card. We're going to do that. And what resource did we want? Probably milk. Dragon card. And cave card. Take a random one. See how we do. All right, we're building up here. We're getting a lot of cards in hand. Figuring it out. Okay, let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, and then for Automa they have 4, so it is my turn again. We could pay the egg and the milk to get another hatchling on the board. Now the only spot we have is here, and this one also caches milk. It's 2 points for another hatchling. So this would be our third hatchling, which seems like we're gonna need 3 to compete. We'll do another entice. We're gonna pay the silver. We'll pay an egg. Let's take an egg from here. And then it also costs 1 milk, so we'll pay the milk. And we did another entice action there. So then flip for Automa. They will lose a silver, which is helpful. And then they'll move 2 spaces on the guild track, and they hit that brown spot, so they're going to take dragon number 2 and spot number 4 here. So they'll get that end of game points. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose this one. All Girl Faye comes out. That's a weird looking dragon. Okay, what do I want to do now? We don't have any more hatchlings. We also need to excavate here and here if we want to play more dragons. We do have 1 dragon we could play, but we are missing that gold bar. So maybe we do a... Because if we advance on this guild track here, we get another silver. So let's do this. See, I don't know. If we excavate, it costs 1 egg and a silver. And that'll give us a meat and a gold bar, which would be enough then to play this next dragon. But, yeah, we need a cave card. Plus, we're going to gain a silver here, I think. So, let's do this. See how this works. We're going to explore here. So, this is our last silver. So, we gain a cave card. Now, I think I'm just going to take another random one. Okay, lay 3 eggs. And then we skip this when played ability. We'll do move on the guild track to get another silver, which is big. That gives us another turn. And then we can cache milk. We don't have milk, so we'll skip that. Gain 1 more cave card. And go back to base camp. And then we can flip for Automa. And they will move 1 more space. And now we could play our... Can we play a Smirking Ridgeback? No, see, we don't have 2 gold bars. So we've got to excavate here. So we're going to pay a silver to excavate. And I would like to move on this guild track again. So we're going to use this card. We're going to play this cave card. And we want to play this up here, I think, because that's where our dragons go. So we'll gain 1 on the guild track, which gives us a milk. And we can lay 1 more egg. Okay, and then we are out of silver, so that's going to be a pass for us after this. They're going to lose a silver. And yeah, move 2 more spaces. And that's it. We'll flip again for them since they have another card. Says to reset. So we're just going to discard for now. They gain a silver back. And they advance 2 spaces. Okay, so then we're just going to discard these for the following round, the final round, which is Playful Dragons. Now, we have no Playful Dragons on the board yet, but we have 3 in our hand. So the idea is maybe to get them down. Okay, that was the end of round 3. So we're gonna do our forgot to put the silver on here. So we're gonna do our round 3 abilities, or round end abilities, which is just this one, to gain a meat, and then it says you may cash it onto any dragon. So we'll cash it here, that way we gain a meat, and then when the third one is cashed there, we get a silver. So yeah, some of these actions are really cool, how they string up like that, chain reaction stuff. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this to the table more once I learn how to play it. Okay, then we score the end of round goal. So you can see here on the round board, this is round 3 we're in with this. That's where this is. So we're on round 3, and the automa starts with 1 hatchling on the board, and each silver will be +1. So they have 2 hatchlings. Now we can look at my board, and we have 1, 2, 3 hatchlings. So we end up winning that round goal, which is definitely going to help us with some points. At least 3. And then we can move this off of here and move to round 4. And then we discard the tray. We did that, so we'll put 3 new dragons out. Three new cave cards. Okay. And then we also gain what? An egg and our 6 tokens. So let's get an egg. And I think we have 7 silver here, so 1, 2. So if you gain a silver, how does that work? Like if you gain an extra silver and you use it, do you just get 6 back? Let's check the rule book real quick. Oh. Right, so had we saved the coin, we would get it. So we just get 1 egg. We'll put it there. All right, final round. So playful dragons. Yeah, we got to put 1 of these silver back. So we just have silver, 6 silver. So 6 turns, unless we can get a 3rd meat on this 1 dragon. That'll give us another turn. We'll shuffle up this automa deck and we're ready to go. Okay. First action, we're going to do an entice. We're going to play our smirking Ridgeback. So costs 1 meat, goes up in the Crimson Cavern. Pay the meat there. And then that has a round end ability to tuck a card from the deck under each playful dragon in this cave. So 1. And we'll do that at the end of round 4 then. That was our first action, so we're going to flip for Automa. And they will reset the dragon cards. Gain a silver towards the playful dragons, which they have 2. So they're already beating us here. Okay, we got 3 new ones. We have Melodious Fire Dragon, Green Ghost, and the Chameleon Dragonette. I don't know if I could get used to reading those. Yeah, so then they're at 3 playful dragons already. Now we do have 2 in hand. We could compete here, but they're gonna move 3 on this guild track. So 1, 2, 3. They pass the brown space, so they'll take dragon card number 2. Excuse me, and they will place a cube in spot number 2 if they can, but they can't. So what happens when they can't? They take a slot there. So it says that if they have an available marker beside the dragon guild, she will place one of her dragon guild tile. She places the marker using the number shown inside the oval as follows. Beginning with the top row of benefits, count any row that has at least 1 available space. When reaching that count, the count that matches the number shown on this icon, place the marker in the leftmost space in that row. When passing the bottom row, return to the top row and continue counting. What? If Automa has an available player marker beside the Dragon Guild. So that would be their little cubes. They have 2 cubes left, 3 cubes left. Beginning with the top row of benefits, count any row that has at least 1 available space. I see. 1. Now, can they go here? Yeah, I'm not sure how this works, but we're just gonna go here. This looks like end game. This looks like it doesn't apply, so it's just like 1, 2. I don't know. We're just gonna give them that, or maybe here. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Oh, maybe it goes here because count any row that's available. 1, 2. I see. I don't know though. It seems like it makes more sense that they take that spot for now. All right, what are we doing with this second action? We have a meat. Oh, we do have a milk to cash and a meat to cash. I think we go here. So we're gonna do an explore action. Where's our guy? Okay, first we pay this. We're going to explore down the grotto. Gain a dragon card. We need to refill the tray first. Another playful dragon comes up. We'll take that. And then we'll cash a milk. I don't know. Do we need that point? We don't need the milk, right? So we just cash the milk. We gain a cave card. Give us meat. Let's take that one. And we gain 1 space on the guild track, so we can place an unused marker. Finally, we got around. We'll pay 2 eggs to draw a cave card from the deck and play it for free, which is really nice. Okay, up to 3 times. Pay a dragon card to lay 2 eggs. Each opponent may do this once. Now, where do I want to play this? Here. we play it for free, right? Now, when it says for free, do we have to pay the 2 eggs? I mean, we're just paying the 2 eggs, right? It says play it for free. We still have to. Do we still have to pay the 2 egg cost up here? Is what I'm wondering. And that says up to 3 times pay a dragon card to lay 2 eggs. Let's just do that. So we'll pay a dragon card and lay 2 more eggs. Very nice. Gain another dragon card. Let's take one off the top of the deck. We got another playful dragon that costs 1 gold bar. That's really good. Then we're going to cash meat from our supply. So we're going to put 1 on here. And when the 3rd meat hits, the 3rd meat just hit. What you know about it? We're going to gain a meat. And when the 3rd meat hits, gain a silver. 3rd meat just hit. That's what I'm talking about. We'll lay an egg. Where are we laying this egg at? Let's go here. This is really the only spot. And then we hit that stop sign, so we'll go back. And that was an explore action. So we're done with that. Okay, refilling the tray. Solitary Remora. And another cricket catcher. So the beckoning cricket catcher. Some of these dragons be kind of cute. All right, let's flip. Okay, they're going to move 2 spaces on guild track. They did not pass a brown space, so we're back to my turn. We are going to play this miniature crested Codal that we got. Cost 1 gold bar. We paid 2 eggs. Oh, it says to excavate it. It costs money to excavate, not play dragons, right? So we just pay 1 gold bar. That seems really good. It's worth 3 points, so why not, right? End of the game, gain 5 points if you have 4 dragons in your golden grotto, which we do. Very nice. All right, we enticed. We enticed there. But was that my 3rd turn? I can't remember. Why is there a dragon here? This should be a cave card. Yeah, I'm definitely losing it. This game is a little different from Wingspan. It was a lot to learn for one day. I cannot remember if we have enticed. So there's two Automa cards out. There's 1 out and 2 silver. We paid the gold bar. So it was just 2 and 2 there, so that would have been our 3rd action to entice, right? And then we'll flip. They're going to get another silver towards Playful Dragons, and then they'll move 2 spaces, which puts them on that brown spot. And they're going to remove both this and this from the tray. Okay, we're going to refill that. All right, we've got to do some exploring here. I would like to play that dragon. This is going to give us some guild stuff. This will allow us to tuck 2 dragons from our hand, right? So I'm kind of thinking we go here first. So we're going to do an explorer up here. So we'll gain 1 resource. Now we need a meat. But we also need milk. So we're going to get another resource there. And then we'll get an egg from the guild. So let's take a meat first. Okay, then we're going to gain an egg from moving up on the guild track. Now we'll gain another resource. Let's take a milk. Right? And then we'll lay another egg. Are we out of space? No, we have 1 space here. And then 2 over here. And we hit that stop sign, so that was it. So we did our explore there. Let's flip for Automa. They're gonna gain another silver on the playful dragons. Now we only have 2 playful dragons and they're at 5, so I don't see us competing for that anymore. There is a shot if they start losing silver and we play this. I mean, as soon as we play this, we get another silver, so I don't see why we don't just entice right now. We play that. We pay the 2 meat. We gain another silver. We flip for Automa. They lose a silver. See, this is huge. This is the way it goes. This is the way it should go. All right. They're going to move 3 spaces on that track. 1, 2, 3. No brown space. They did that last time. And then what are we going to do? I believe we want to we could explore down here again, but it's going to start costing a silver and an egg, right? So now we gain a dragon card. We'll take 1 off the top of the deck, which is good. We're going to be able to tuck here at the end. We'll cash a milk from the supply here to gain a cave card. We'll take 1 off the top of the deck. We'll gain 1 guild track, which gives us a meat, which is nice. And then we'll gain another dragon card, which is good because we're going to be tucking them. We're getting all playful dragons here too at the end. What's next? We cash a meat from the supply, from our supply here, to gain a meat. And when the 3rd one was cashed, we got a silver from that, so that was really good. And then we'll lay an egg here. And then tuck up to 2 dragon cards from your hand under any dragons. Okay, we're going to tuck 2 here. Okay, and then we go back to base camp. We flip for Automa. They lose another silver. Move 1 space. No brown spaces, so back to me. All right, we've explored all of these caves. Now, I'm sort of thinking we go this way, just to get a bunch of resources. Now, I did pick up this really nice cave card that says, when played, activate a played ability on any dragon on your player mat. So up to 3 times, pay a cave card to lay an egg here. Would be great if we could excavate here, use one of those eggs. So I think we are going to do an excavate action right there. Now we'll activate this when played ability maybe, or we have some other ones. Oh, we could gain a silver. Doesn't that seem like the best? Let's take that. Or do we pay 3 cave cards to lay eggs there? See, it costs an egg to excavate there, right? So the options were take a silver or we pay cave cards. I have 4 cave cards. I could pay 2 cave cards to fill that out. I think we take the silver so we can just keep taking turns, right? All right, we'll flip for Automa. All right, they're moving 3 spaces, so they will pass that brown spot, meaning they're going to take this spot right here. If that's how that works, I have no clue. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and they take that first dragon card. I forgot. So they'll take that. And we'll refill it. Okay, what's next? We got 2 silver left. This is getting interesting. We could, I don't know, maybe we go down here? We're gonna gain a dragon card right now. We'll take one off the top of the deck. Alright, this costs a silver and 2 eggs, right? So we'll take one from here, one from here. And we got a dragon card. We don't have milk to cash, so maybe that's a mistake. Either way, we'll keep going. We're gonna move down here. We get another dragon card. Get another dragon card. We have a meat to cash. We lay an egg. We tuck 2 cards from our hand under any dragon. We go back to base camp. We flip for Automa. And we are going one turn past them. So I think we're doing something right here. They're going to move 2 spaces on the guild track. And that's it. All right. So we can do another excavate. It would be free down here. That would give us another silver. So let's do this. We'll explore the Amethyst Abyss. Now, we gain 1 cave card. Let's take 1 off the top of the deck. Then we'll go up 1 here, which gives us another silver, which is crazy. We don't have milk to cash, but we get another cave card. We're just full of cave cards. Finally, there's one with milk on it. Then we hit that stop, and we go back to base camp. Now, we don't have to pass, and Automa's out of cards, so I don't really know what goes on there. But what do we do now? We can explore again, and I think this is our best run, right? Or is this better? Because this is going to give us resources, eggs, milk. Maybe we excavate right now. I don't know. I mean, we can't play a dragon, so... I don't think I've ever done this well in this game. I'm probably not playing right, but... where do we want to go? Maybe let's go down this middle again. We don't have the milk, though. Let's do down here. Let's go. We'll excavate or explore here. 1 silver, 1 egg, right? Okay, now we gain a resource. Now I'm just looking ahead to see what resources. I don't think it matters. I would think it would be milk, though, because we want to try to cash 3 milk there so we can gain some more resources. We'll go up 1 more on the guild track to get... Oh, that's not me. Oh, wow. I was moving the wrong one. That was a cave card, not a silver. So this turn is null. We don't do this turn. Whoops. Okay, let me get that egg back. And what? I moved here, so I should have moved from here to here, right? So we would have just got another random cave card. Okay, so I did that completely wrong, but that's okay. That's the end of my first Wyrmspan game. Yeah, let's see how we did. So we'll activate our round end abilities. First, we're going to cash a meat because we gain 1 here. And then we have tuck a card from the deck under each playful dragon in this cave. So we have 1 playful here. Sorry, we've got 1 playful here. Okay, and then any more round end abilities? I don't see any. That's it. All right, now we'll score the playful dragons. So they end up with 3, and we have 1, 2, 3. So we tie that last end of round goal, each getting 7 points. I guess because ties are friendly, I think, in this game. Okay. So, yeah, probably a lot of mistakes made here, but this was my first game, so just bear with me. Let's see what's next. We have our scoring sheet here. I've already written this down somewhere. Right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to score is markers on the Dragon Guild. It just says at the end of game, calculate Altuma's score as follows. 7 points for each dragon. So we'll count up their dragon cards. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 49 points there. Two points for each cave card. They have 6 points. Is there anywhere to score? For Altoma here? I guess I'll just do 49. She's 1, 2, 3 steps away from the last brown space, so 3 points. And then she gets 7, 10, 12, 16. Okay, so then Automa's total would be 58 plus 16. So 74, does that sound right? I don't know. It seems really low. All right, markers on the Dragon Guild. So they would have got one more. That would be... Oh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just give them one more for 75. Because they have a marker here for 1 victory point. Now we're going to score ours. We have none on the Dragon Guild, so 0. And then points printed on dragons. Let me zoom in on my player board here so you can better see these points on each dragon. So this one is a 3-point dragon. So we have 3. This is 7, 9, 12, 16, 24, 26, 29, 35. So 35 points from dragons. Game end abilities. We did not do our game end abilities. I'm glad I read that on the score sheet. So we do have some dragons here with game end abilities. So we can pay a card to gain a victory point or 2 to gain 3. So we are going to pay 2 cards to gain 3 victory points. So we got 3, right? And then we have another game end ability, 5 if you have 4 dragons. So that's 5 points. So 8. All right, so 8 points from game end abilities. Okay, and then 1 point per egg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. 6 eggs. 1 point per cached resource. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pretty good for cached resources. And then 1 point per tucked card. I know we did all right with this, because we tuck in a bunch of stuff up here. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points from tucked cards. I'll take it. Points from public objectives. Tides are friendly. So then we basically get 7, 13, 18, 22. Points remaining from coins and items. So 1 point per coin. We have nothing. And then 1 point for every 4 resources, such as dragon cards. Now we have a lot of cave cards here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Plus the milk would be 8 resources, so that's 2 more points. And then we'll add that up. We have 35 plus 55 plus 6. Is 61. Plus 6 is 67. Plus 24. Okay, so we end up with 91. So we win 91 to 75, assuming I played right. But no, this was fun. I'm glad I got this to the table. It's been a lot longer of a stream than it was supposed to be. 2.5 hours. I apologize if I got some stuff wrong, but that's going to be it for today, folks. Let's see if there's anyone to raid right now. How exactly do you raid? Okay, so this is the raid browser. Board Games Live. Seems great. Looks like they are playing some board games. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up though. And yeah, everyone have a great rest of your day.